This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show at Wrestling with Entertainment, bringing you the latest exclusive breaking news, previewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and everything in between every Saturday, and interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy. Use promo code WRESTLINGWITHE for 10% off your next purchase. I am, of course, your host, that guy, James J., and the leader of Squash Squad, who is not here tonight, Kaliko Yas, but somebody that is here, the American Scooter Dust.
I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know.
And it's a great day for wrestling. Last week on our interview, we interviewed Janai Kai.
Last week on our interview, we interviewed.
Yeah.
And we kicked her leg out from under her leg. His leg, their leg, everybody's leg.
Everybody's leg got kicked. In all seriousness, incredible interview with Janai, a true renegade of the independents, and it's going to be interesting to see what she does next. I do know that she tag teamed with Billy Starks and Jody Dredd recently. God have mercy on their opponents' souls. But,
Oh man.
yeah, you could only imagine how that went.
Oh yeah.
Next week on the show, we got Alex Kane, the Suplex Assassin. This is maybe one of our more important episodes. Not because, Alex is on his way to MLW, but just getting to know him as a human being and seeing kind of behind the curtain of what makes the Suplex Assassin tick. No, Scooter?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I love that. So you can almost say that your girlfriend is your driving inspiration behind wanting to be better every single time.
Not. I wouldn't say that. She was my driving inspiration to deadlift 500 pounds because I wanted to beat her. But as far as everything else, I'm my own driving inspiration. Really, my driving inspiration is to show my nieces and my nephews that anything is possible.
Bravo for that.
So,
Bang bang.
it's safe to say you reached 500 before she did.
Yes, I did. She still ain't touched it.
So how long did you stay on the couch before she forgave you?
Actually, she didn't put me on the. Well, I can be candid. She didn't put me on the couch for deadlifting 500 pounds. She put me on the couch because I snore.
Join the club. We have jackets.
The week after that, I believe it's the 21st of July, we got Anthony Idol, the Neon Phenomenon, and on the 28th of July, Brutal Bob Evans, not the restaurant, the actual restaurant. So you definitely want to check those two out as well.
Not the producer of The Godfather either.
Most certainly not. And let's before we start our news portion of the show, just wanted to send out some best wishes to Terry Funk, who might not be in the best of health right now. So thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. Scooter, you wanna add something to Terry Funk?
If I could add something to Terry Funk, it would be a couple extra years. Um, seriously, nothing's gonna stop Terry Funk. You kidding me? Come on, let's be realistic here. Terry Funk is going to outlive us all.
And I hope that's I hope that's true. But yet again, thoughts and prayers with his family. We know whatever is giving him some ailments right now, he'll just call it a Yankee bastard and tell call its mother a whore.
And then we just keep on fighting forever, forever, forever.
Somebody did.
I can tell you for a fact that someone who's really concerned is Colt Cabana, who uses that Terry Funk Forever promo whenever a fellow skater raises his channel on Twitch.
Now, somebody that's not wrestling forever, Jimmy Uso. He got a DUI earlier this week. Um, Bad timing, bad situation. What are your thoughts here?
Well, I hear that they're gonna change the Usos motto to uh, instead of day one-ish, it's gonna be DUI-ish. Uh, Jimmy, Jimmy, man. You know, Jimmy's the married one. You know, he's supposed to have the stable life, and Jimmy has a problem. Jimmy needs rehab.
Isn't Jay married as well, just not to a wrestler?
Is Jimmy married?
I want to say he is. But, you know, does it help his situation that, his cousin is Universal Champion and they are kind of going with his brother Jay at the moment? Or is it just, you know, it's his problem and it doesn't matter who you're kind of related to? You kind of understand what I mean?
E- e- yes. Also, people need to remember that SmackDown last night and Raw upcoming are taped. Uh, so if you saw Jimmy Uso on SmackDown last night, no, WWE hasn't forgiven him. Uh, but got further details on the DUI. It happened Monday night in Pensacola. Uh, ran a ran a red light while speeding.
Well,
Then
that's not good.
failed a sobriety test. Taken to jail overnight for a misdemeanor DUI. Uh, so this is it's not felonious behavior. It's just repetitive misdemeanor behavior, but it's still indicative of a problem. Um, and quite honestly, he couldn't have picked a worse time to get arrested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Um, is it just not a good look for him that, you know, WWE was trusting him and giving him the ball to a degree and him pull this on them?
Here's the thing, though. did the WWE really give him the ball?
I mean, they kind of
Not.
was. They were building something between him and Roman for the last, what, 3 weeks? 3, 4 weeks?
I mean, Edge was brought in for this whole thing even before Jimmy got arrested. Yeah, so it, one could argue that Jimmy wasn't even given anything to run with. He wasn't given the same opportunities as Jay was.
I mean, was there anybody to give him that opportunity? There is no AJ Styles on SmackDown. There is no Daniel Bryan on SmackDown anymore. So, I mean, the only person they could have really put him against was either Cesaro or Edge. And, we haven't, it would might be premature to say he would have wrestled Edge going into SummerSlam.
I mean,
Money in the Bank.
you could have put Jimmy through the same exact thing that Jay went through.
But then, doesn't that become too repetitive then?
No, because of the fact that while Jay is this, yeah, Jay is the serious twin, Jimmy is the fun twin.
Hmm.
So, so Jimmy, if he went one on one with Roman, he wouldn't take Roman seriously as an opponent and would have fun with it, and that would piss Roman off visually in the ring.
Do you think we could still see Jimmy versus Roman, or do you think that Jimmy might be in the doghouse with WWE right now?
Uh, I don't know. We'll see if he can fight parole, and I mean, given that this is really not the most craziest story related to the law and the WWE this week.
What are you talking about?
You didn't know?
I don't.
Oh boy. Someone's lobbying to return to the WWE.
Oh, you're talking about Del Rio.
Mm-hmm.
Do you honestly think WWE would consider that?
Mm, I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean,
I dare
the de-
say there's a better chance of Joey Ryan getting into WWE at this point than Alberto Del Rio. Now, another bad thing that happened in this week. Baylay got injured during a training session. It's rumored that she'll be out for 9 months. I don't believe it was specified what her injury was.
oh god, don't say it, James.
But if it's 9 months, then we know that one plagued Becky for a while.
Uh, it's a it's a leg injury. It's a knee injury.
That's what I thought. Then
Uh, Bayley delivered a promo last night on SmackDown. Uh, as well, the SmackDown Women's Championship match has been pulled from Money in the Bank and will now take place next week at the first SmackDown in front of a live crowd this pandemic as Bianca defends against Carmella.
Because if something goes wrong, that's why they got you break that glass. You got Carmella right there ready to move into that position. Um, is
It's
this a really
a
big
very,
is this a
it's,
really big loss for WWE not having Baylay there, who was
uh,
maybe a staple of WWE
uh,
at this point?
oh, so no, they'll keep her around. She just won't be competing in the ring. They will find something for her to do in terms of,
So you're saying something on the lines of what Miz is doing right now?
yeah.
Um, I think that that would maybe be the wrong way to go. Honestly, I
I
think
mean,
take
she's
her
got to
off
earn a
TV,
paycheck.
huh?
I mean, she's got to earn a paycheck. She could be a brand ambassador.
True, but I would take her off TV and maybe repackage her when she comes back.
Yeah, I'm not talking about her being on TV while injured. I'm talking about in terms of her actually just working in general.
Oh yeah, I mean she has, like you said, she has to earn a paycheck.
And Bayley, regardless of whether she's a face or heel, is still one of the most popular superstars, especially among young women.
But think of it this way: Charlotte is the only horsewoman standing right now. Becky is still out. Sasha is nowhere to be found at the moment, and now Bayley is gone. Kind of crazy to think about, no?
So are we saying that the four horsewomen are having their own apocalypse?
Very true. I mean, Bayley is the last horsewoman of the UFC in standing. I mean, I don't think the UFC four horsewomen ever got off the ground, to be honest.
Yep.
Um, somebody that jumped off the ground off into the ring or onto the staging area. A fan jumped the barricade at the last AEW Dynamite um show in Miami. Um, not a great thing to happen at your first show back with fans, Scooter.
Definitely not. I mean, apparently this this could be a work.
Um, what is it because Chris Jericho responded to this guy on Twitter? Uh, his
I
name is
mean,
Fat Bastard on.
fat bastard. He claims to be a Jim Cornette fan.
So you're saying that who's walking who here? Jim Cornette's walking AEW or AEW's walking Cornette?
I I don't think Jim Cornette's involved in this in any way. I mean, if you look at it, there's only one security guard taking him. Jericho goes after him. Ju- Justin Roberts is kind of in there. Uh, Not to mention how much how much camera time they give to this guy. That's a red flag.
He was never on AEW TV. They immediately cut when he jumped MJF.
And there's additional YouTube footage.
Was that from AEW though, or was that just uh some fan recording the incident?
I mean, it was close where they could see where it was obviously backstage. Um, like this is like the guy who's obsessed with PCs and the performance center,
Oh,
and the WWE got a restraining order on him. Who also got out of jail like last week, and he's still obsessed with poop. Yeah, I'm gonna say this guy is just an idiot,
all right.
but someone who was supposed to show up in the ring as former AEW superstar Bea Priestley makes her debut for NXT UK.
Ooh, that's
Yes,
interesting.
making her. There was a vignette on last week's episode. She makes her debut this week, defeating Laura Di Matteo, and she is put NXT UK Women's Champion Meiko Satomura on notice. But she now goes by the name Blair Donovan.
Oh God, WWE striking again with bad names. Um, I think that's a big get for WWE. At first I would be mad that they would throw her on the land of misfit toys that is NXT UK. But then again, there's really nobody on that show that could maybe hold that championship. That people would say is legitimately holding that championship. Um, but that's just a stop point for her. We're going to see B Priestley in WWE NXT soon, correct?
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Another shocking debut this week. Formerly Tommy N, formerly known as Aleister Black, now Mordecai Black, is
No, no, say it again.
Malachi.
It's not Malachi
Malachi.
Black.
Malachi Black is AEW. Scooter, the name
Wow,
Malachi.
the, uh, well, Malachi is it's a Hebrew name in origin. It literally means messenger in Hebrew.
Messenger?
Uh, yes, it literally means messenger in Hebrew. The book of Malachi, or as most Jews pronounce it, Malachi. It's the last of the 12 minor prophets. Uh, Basically, yeah, it's essentially messenger of God.
Black is God in Hebrew?
No, 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 no. Malachi means messenger of Yahweh. Really. That,
Okay.
so it's messenger of God Black.
Okay then.
the notorious MOG.
Emoji? Which emoji is he?
I think he's the pointing finger and the OK sign mixed together.
Uh, this
This
is kind of odd considering literally just last week we were talking about Zelina Vega making a WWE return, and now she is kind of in the Lana position, and he's in the Miro position.
this is this is just like Black is either has the worst timing in the world or he's the most impatient person in the world.
Do you think this deal was made before Selena reached the deal with WWE, or is there just no communication in their marriage whatsoever?
You know, I I don't know. Like you would think that it was almost a sure thing that it was going to be realized that the WWE releasing Aleister Black was actually a mistake.
Well, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Even if they were to bring him back, would he want to go back? Because if they fired him prematurely, does that really speak to their confidence in him? And what's to say that won't happen to him again? And empty promises and such.
I mean, then how much is it? How much of it is Vince's confidence
Well,
in
as far
him?
as I know, Vince was never really sold on Alistair.
Vince is never really sold on anybody anymore.
I mean, do you kind of blame him? There's kind of there's superstars nowadays. They kind of go in and out of what they should or shouldn't be. But do we see Malachi as the leader of the Dark Order in the near future?
I mean, that would really make the most sense. Uh,
Rename it the Black Order.
no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. I'm having PTSD. Uh, Now back in the NYWC, there was a stable called the Order of the Black.
Was Alistair in it?
No. Fucking! Oh my throat.
God bless you. Okay, so another rumor going around is that Daniel Bryan might be resurfacing sooner rather than later. Um, if that's the case, Tony Khan has been speculating that there's a big surprises to come. Um, Probably empty at this point. So, where do you see Daniel Bryan going right now?
To the bathroom? Uh,
I guess it took it all out of him.
I mean, when you don't have, when you're not eating any protein, I mean, man, things just go right through you. Um, it's weird because we've probably already seen Daniel Bryan in his post wrestling days already.
How do you mean?
So, what, back when he was the first general manager of SmackDown, 2016.
Right. But that was kind of circumstance rather than him willing, him willingly doing it. Now, if he was to go back to WWE for whatever reason, what do you see him doing now? And if he was to go to shockingly in AEW or a New Japan, what do you see him doing now?
Well, if he's returning to the WWE, he's gonna be on Raw, clearly. Um, who, I mean, I can see a Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley feud. I can see a Daniel Bryan, Drew McIntyre feud. Honestly, I'd love to see an AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan best of 7.
I think we'd all love that.
Um,
Coming out of the gates, I would say a rivalry with Edge, considering what happened at WrestleMania between the two of them. If he was to go to an AEW, I'm not sure if they would pull the trigger immediately and put him against Omega or a Hangman.
no, I know who they put Bryan against.
Miro,
No,
Marco.
first first they put him against Darby,
How does that
and
make
then
sense?
and then they put him. We get the dream match: Daniel Bryan versus Sting.
But let me ask you this. Is it a dream match if you never even thought about it?
Yes.
Tell me then. And that will conclude our coverage of the news this week. And now a quick word from our sponsors.
Rogue Energy, the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, whether it be juices, shakes, smoothies, and everything else in between. Their low calorie, no sugar energy formula is the perfect alternative to sugar filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Their extreme formula provides the most energy, focus, and sports performance possible. Their hydration line offers focus, ingredients without the added caffeine. Drink it anytime you're thirsty. And their shake formula is so delicious. Who doesn't love a cookies and cream, 0 calorie energy milkshake? First and foremost, they've designed every Rogue product line with performance and effectiveness in mind. It is critical that you look at the nutrition panels of drinks when comparing options. There are countless off brands out there that are presenting low quality, poorly dosed formulas that amount to expensive caffeine water. Every formula they produce is designed with optimal levels of high quality ingredients. Additionally, you won't find a powdered gaming drink brand that dissolves better. No need to have chalky textures in your drink. Their taste profiles are unmatched, specifically designed for gamers, athletes, students, entrepreneurs, people with hectic schedules, individuals with low energy, podcasters who can't shut up, people who are health conscious, and so much more. Great as both a pre-workout and as a coffee energy drink replacement. Specifically designed every Rogue product line to be the best gaming drink on the planet. Rogue energy, more focus, more wins.
Use promo code WRESTLINGWITHE for 10% off your next purchase. We are wrestling with Ring of Honor Best in the World. Their pay preview is coming up, I believe tomorrow, July 11th. And to say that we haven't talked about Ring of Honor for a long time is an understatement. No, Scooter?
Yes, definitely. I mean,
Oh, let's get into it.
I mean,
Did I cut you off?
no. I'm looking up tickets for SmackDown at the Garden.
And let's get into it. Danhausen and PCO versus Brian Malonis and Beer City Bruiser. That's quite the visual, isn't it, Scooter?
Oh God, God, Danhausen and PCO. Jesus. Oh man. Wow. Um.
Who wins?
Rob. Brian Malonis and the Beer City Bruiser, the bouncers. How much bouncing they do, I guess. Uh, Danhausen and PCO.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Monica Flamita versus Ray Horace. Who wins, Scooter?
Demonic Fumika, not Demonica.
Yeah, it's his sister.
Demon.
Soon to
uh,
be teaming with the Mona Rachel. Oh no.
uh, Ray Horace. King time.
Right? Jay Leto versus Brody King.
Well, this depends on how many skill checks Jay Lethal can get in uh, before setting off the generators. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking about him playing Dead by Daylight. Yeah, Jay Lethal.
And I think that this might go to Brody King. He did get a win over Leto
Oh,
not too long
I'm,
ago.
I'm, I'm sorry, can you say his opponent's name one more time?
Brody King.
I didn't realize his name was one syllable.
No, it's Brody King. I mean, it's not like Danger Kid or Love Doug.
I mean, it's funny that you call these Scooter Dust, despite that being one word.
How's it
But
one word? Scooter
yeah,
Dust.
it's Scooter Dust, just like Golda, Scooter Dust, and Brody King, two words, not Burger King. That's like saying Spider-Man or Superman.
I hate
Hello, I'm Frank. I'm Frank Superman.
I hate when you're like this.
What? When I'm right?
Just the Goodwoods versus Silas Young in our last real man standing match. Who
Hmm.
wins?
It's a big concept.
It's a last man standing match.
I mean, no, considering Woods. Uh, yeah, this is Woods all the way.
Sorry, gotta go with Silas. He's never lost one of these matches. EC3 versus Flip Gordon. That's another interesting visual, no?
Yeah, that actually is. So just for the hell of it, I'm gonna say Flip Gordon.
What's going on with Flip Gordon right now? Things are. It seems like he was primed and ready to be kind of being groomed by the Young Bucks, so to speak, and now he just fell off the radar completely. He joined Villain Enterprises, and then Marty went missing. I don't believe he's in um, Violence Incorporated. So yeah, what's going on with Flip Gordon, Scooter?
Too much flipping?
Maybe he's flipping off the wrong people.
No flippy sticks, whisker do's, whisker don'ts, with or without the scooter stick. I don't know. Flip
Maybe
Gordon
his
for
name
win.
should be one word, Flip Gordon.
But there's no logical place to just put this. Make it. You can't make that sound like one word. Flip Gordon. Flip Gordon. Flip Gordon. That guy's a real Flip Gordon. Okay, maybe that works.
Probably gonna be EC3 on this one. Tony Deppen versus Dragon Lee for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. Who wins, Scooter?
And Tony Deppen has a real penchant for getting the crap kicked out of him. Uh, so I'm gonna go with Deppen to retain.
I think I agree with that one. I think Deppen needs a win here. He kind of legitimizes his title reign so far. Jonathan Gresham versus Mike Bennett in a Pure Worlds match for the RH Pure Championship. Who wins, Scooter?
Uh, the the pure championship has only been back since it's been back for almost a year,
Yeah,
and no one has no one's beat Gresham. But then again, how many real opportunities do we have to defend it? That what, four defenses uh, in that time, um, and technically when he won it aired in October. So, but the pure championship was always probably is one of the very unique things about ROH, in that it really gave some legitimacy to pro wrestling, and it brought it up to more of a athletic competition above sports entertainment.
very true.
Uh, I remember seeing guys like Xavier and John Walters, fighting for the very same title. Uh, that being said, Bennett needs something to just jumpstart his career again. And a reign with the Pure Championship might actually be the ticket.
Hmm.
But then again, Gresham is now one of the most, you know, hidden treasures of the indie scene.
I
So
would
this is
say
this is
more underappreciated.
okay. Yes, that too. I mean, I think you told me both that, but This is. hmm, I'm gonna say Gresham retains.
I would agree with that. I don't really know where Mike Bennett is going right now. Not in terms of storyline purposes, but in terms of he might pop up on Impact next week. Uh, you don't entirely know. Um, if he does win, obviously he's sticking around for a little while. If he doesn't win, then probably he's gonna go. Next match, the Shane Taylor Promotions, um, versus Dak Draper, Dalton Castle, and Eli Isom for the six-man tag team championships. Draper, Castle, and Isom. Another weird visual, no, Scooter?
And are we sure it's not a cast of madmen?
I just checked and no.
And real, I'm honestly, I'm surprised you didn't say Eliasum.
Elias, fuck you.
I mean, who's who has that? Who has a last name like that? Seriously.
He does.
Well, then you know what? Then his parents got smacked with the stupid stick. Um, Anybody who just wrestles as Moses has the Jew vote. So has so just because there's a Moses in the Ring of Honor, this Jew right here will get behind Shane Taylor's promotion.
Alright. Um, the Foundation, Rhett Titus and Tracy Williams versus Violence Unlimited, Chris Dickinson and Homicide. Who wins, Scooter?
Uh, we could see Chris Dickinson's alter ego, Vagina Outdaughter. Um,
Unlikely. This isn't
yeah,
Game
I'll
Changer.
wait for y'all to understand that. Uh, and a couple years ago, I had a case of Retitis C. Um,
I'm so sorry for you. That must have been horrible.
eh, it could have been worse. I could have had Retitis C minus. Um, that being said, yeah, violence is limited.
I think the Foundation might take this one.
I mean, it's a fight. It's a fight without honor. So,
Wait, true. But if Jonathan Grissom is gonna win on my side of things and Jay Lethal loses, then the Foundation has won what this is kind of the rubble match, so to speak. I feel like they gotta win. Just my take on it. Just, if they win all three matches, then that kind of sucks. But usually it's one or the other is how they really should do it anyway. Um, the Briscoes, Jay Briscoe, Mark Briscoe versus Brian Johnson and PJ Black. Who wins, Scooter?
at this point, you can tell how many years Jay and Mark Briscoe have left by how many teeth they have left. Um,
Then they're on their Terry Funk Life right now.
I mean, this is the Briscoes, clearly.
Is it just me, or does it feel like um this paid preview card was put together essentially by a dartboard? Oh,
Well,
these guys, we hit this guy on the dartboard, put them together, have him challenge for this belt.
oh, I mean, we do have the World Championship match to get to, so
Yeah, but I'm just making that speculation now, before we get
I
to
mean,
the main event.
I mean, the Briscoes kind of have carte blanche to do whatever they want in Ring of Honor at this point.
I kind of feel like they're the AJ Styles of Ring of Honor at this point. If they're not there, there is no Ring of Honor, so to speak. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, like, like it's like they're happy being C students in a class filled with D+ students.
What's kind of sucks for them because they're one of the best tag teams in the world. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
top five for sure.
I mean, and you would have to say that if they actually did go anywhere else, it would probably ruin them.
You wouldn't think they would make it in a NXT?
Not, I think their image would be completely ruined. I mean, they they play by less of the rules than Rest in Peace New Jack did.
I don't see how they're maybe that as bad as Rest in Peace, New Jack.
I mean,
Um,
and that,
it kind of feels like wrestling is like what we talked about with Brutal Bob. It's not their forever thing. They do it for fun part time. Their real business is the chicken farm. That's where they make their money. And the wrestling is just kind of something they do on the side. And that's kind of how I view it with them.
yeah,
And that brings us to our main event. Rush versus Bandito in a singles match for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Who wins, Scooter?
I mean, it's
Except
not even
Mexican.
he's not even Bandito Jr. anymore. He's just Bandito.
Bandito!
That being said, hmm, I mean, I guess Rush is gonna have to, roll the bones.
Oh,
Thank you, thank you. That was your daily Rush reference of the day.
time to retire, Scooter.
Uh, but Bandito is the modern day warrior here. No, I'm not talking about Kerry Von Erich. Um,
I believe he has both his legs.
Feet. Kerry Von Erich was missing a foot.
I believe Bandito has both of his feet.
Uh, I'm I'm gonna go with Bandito. This is a sign of the times. For and if they're gonna really try, if they're gonna really build themselves back up, you might as well, you gotta really put, you gotta You got to back the horse that will at least get you in the race. So
I don't know if
Bandito, you champion.
I'm not quite sure Bandito can be that person. Rush is definitely a presence. For me, Bandito is just another luchador, despite all the buzz that he's had in the past about him. If he was to get that ball, I feel like it would be maybe a downgrade for Ring of Honor. I feel like Russ is kind of the bigger draw than Bandito at this point. Let's say you, Scooter.
Mm, I'm, I'm still saying Bandito.
Alright? Well, I'm going with Rush. Or as it's pronounced, Rush. We go with all those guys.
Yeah. Remember the Burger King question.
That's on that's for the interviews, damn it. Nobody
All right,
knows what the Burger
it will
King
not.
question.
It will now be the Brody King question.
If Bandito Frost versus Bandito, what? Well,
the Burger King question on Wrestling with interviews will now be known as the Brody King question. So when you say don't forget the Burger King question, you will now say don't forget the Brody King question.
the Brody King.
Yes.
Ah,
Good host.
the Brody King question. Huh. Well, that will conclude our coverage of Ring of Honor Best in the World 2021. We might be doing a review of that show next week on the show. Maybe we will, maybe we won't, depending on how interesting the week of wrestling is next week. Scooter, do we have, is there any important shows coming up next week?
Hmm. Next week. Oh yeah. Of course there's it's the thing with the ladders and they climb and they get the suitcase. Oh, what do you call it? Oh yeah, my life. No, it's Money in the Bank. Only on the remix. Check it out. James and I, and perhaps, perhaps, maybe Eliason.
I was only, I was gonna only asking what shows were coming up. I was not fishing for a plug. Ego much?
You were so fishing for a plug. Um,
But yeah, if Money in the Bank's next week, then we're probably not gonna get to a Ring of Honor review. I think there's
I
a
mean,
even an Impact paid preview next week as well. So
Slammiversary.
yeah, so we'll probably just do a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle, if you even watch it. Alright, and once again, that'll conclude our coverage of Ring of Honor, Best in the World. Tomorrow, watch it. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment both on YouTube and Castbox. Join us this Wednesday as we interview Alex Kane, the Suplex Assassin. Um, You can also find the show on social media at Wrestling with E, both on Twitter and Instagram. For everything Wrestling with E. Um, you can follow us individually as well. I'm at JamesJ993. You can find Kaliko at I am Kaliko, and where can they find Scooter Dust?
Of course, you can always find me on Twitter at ScooterDust, and of course, twitch.tv/SmokingDragons, along with me at Nick Custina Jr., as well as, of course, on the remix along with James. Live alternate commentary. It doesn't get any better. Plus, September 10th, if you're in the New York City area, if you're near the Garden, come give me a shout. I will be in attendance for Friday Night SmackDown, as I just spent $1,200 on a ticket. No, I
Yeah.
spent $56. I spent $56.
And
And September 22nd, if you're in the Queens area, Arthur Ashe Stadium, AEW's first stadium show, which I'm still trying to weasel my way into getting some, into not paying.
using that
Oh, the
that
Tony
Meatman
Khan business course.
contract.
I was gonna say the Tony Khan business course.
Okay.
Get Daddy to pay for everything. Oh wait.
And yeah. And if you're in Las Vegas on the 21st of August, you could maybe even find me and Kaliko there as well. I got business cards now. Yeah.
And if you're in Vegas, put a nickel in a slot for me, and we'll split the winnings. I'm talking to anybody out there.
For Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James Shane, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hey, folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show. Support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.